Talmor, Shishin Magachi. Talmor is my home. My family have worked the land for generations. My gran says the island does not belong to us, but we belong to the island. And we must be ready, for a great evil is coming, and death follows with it.
Listen and subscribe to the latest season of Undertow, The Harrowing, a Storyglass production presented by Realm, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Alexis Ohanian. You may know me as one of the co-founders of Reddit, but more recently, a large part of my identity is being a father to my wonderful daughters. In my podcast, Business Dad, I hope to open the conversation about working parents a bit. You'll get to hear from a wide range of business dads, from Rainn Wilson and Guy Raz to Todd Carmichael and Shane Battier, to find out how they balance being a dad with a successful career. Business Dad is available now, so be sure to listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
And now, listen to this on the Toddcast podcast.
There's a few reasons that you'll know musician Todd Morse. One of them, he's the Offspring's touring bassist. He started up the band H2O, a cool punk band with his brother Toby. He's lead guitarist in Juliet and the Licks. He's also good friends with the guys in Sum 41. So they have a little side project together called the Operation MD. The dude's super talented, and he's a good guy as well. And when Todd was a guest, we talked about aliens and the God particle, binging Breaking Bad, Peaky Blinders, two great shows. Bob Rock came up in the conversation. So did a story about almost opening up for the Foo Fighters, seeing Black Flag, Ramones, Sex Pistols in concert. We got into WandaVision and the nostalgia of having to wait a week for a new episode. And Todd talked about the lost art of listening to an album and the changes to the music and radio industries over the years. Well said. Listen to this.
You liked the song, you had to go buy the record if you wanted to hear the rest. And so people had to make great records or else you weren't going to buy another one, and that was it. You wouldn't hear the band's next record because and the package and everything was part of it, and it was really special. And it's hard to gauge if anyone in the new generation is really missing out on that. It's really hard to gauge because it's from a time, you know.
Yeah.
But I do think that rock and roll music and guitar-based music was cooler when you had to search for it, you know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you felt cooler about finding it when it wasn't so accessible, you know?
Right.
But at the same time, you know, this whole thing about rock is dead or whatever. I mean, rock is not dead. When they say that, they're talking about the mainstream. They're talking about the Billboard charts and everything. But I'll tell you what, if DJs just started playing more rock would be mainstream again. Because people learn about music through repetition of hearing it all the time. Mm. It's what they're feeding us. It's not because we go out and play. I go out and play with all these bands all over the world, and there's fans everywhere for guitar music. You know,
yeah,
everywhere. They're still there.
No, it's not going away.
It's not going away.
No.
Just like I think radio stations are just scared to take a chance now because they're just so locked into the advertising and the whole thing. But I mean, if every station across the country started playing the new Offspring single like 5 times a day, it would be a hit. It's a hit song.
Listen to this on the Toddcast podcast is brought to you by Tedco RV Supplies in Langley, an ICBC approved repair shop. Find them online at tedcorvsuppliesinc.com.
Contained herein are the heresies of Radolf Buntwine, erstwhile monk turned traveling medical investigator. Join me as I study the secrets of the divine plagues and uncover the blasphemous truth that ours is not a loving God, and we are not its favored children. The heresies of Radolf Buntwine, wherever podcasts are available.